Good morning, students. Welcome to Silver Bells Mansarovar Online Education. Myself, Vinod Trivedi. Today, we are going to discuss chapter number 12 Minerals and Energy Resources. So, see classification of energy resources. We have discussed something about minerals. Now, we are also discussing energy resources. Energy resources can be classified in different ways, such as conventional and non-conventional energy resources, commercial and non-commercial energy resources. Okay, we can divide in two ways. Suppose non-conventional energy and conventional energy. Okay, other one is commercial and non-commercial energy resources. Let us see. Coal, minerals, mineral oil, natural gas, and atomic minerals are considered as conventional or commercial energy resources. Okay, so you have to keep this in your mind. Coal, mineral oil, natural gas, and atomic mineral are considered as conventional or commercial energy sources. Maybe your question, okay, which are commercial resources? That is, what is called commercial resources? So the answer is this. Then these are these are also non-renewable resources, and we do not get next time it. Electricity is generated through these resources: hydro energy, wind energy, solar energy, biogas, geothermal energy, and tidal energy are non-conventional energy resources. So again, you have to be clear over here. Hydro energy, wind energy, solar energy, biogas, geothermal energy, and tidal energy are non-conventional energy resources. So if you have a question about non-conventional energy resource, then you have to write down there. These are also renewable resources we can get. Okay, then peat, coal, firewood, dung, etc. are non-commercial energy resources. Okay, we use for what? Domestic level. So they are called non-commercial resources. Maybe your question, so you have to keep this in mind. Peat, coal, firewood, then dung, etc. are non-commercial resources. Then first, coal. Man has been using coal as energy resource since ancient time. A question may arise in our mind as how the coal was formed in interior of the earth. Okay, वो कैसे अर्थ के अंदर बनता होगा. In earlier time, vegetation prevailed over the earth due to tectonic movements in vegetation was buried in interior. टेक्टोनिक मूवमेंट आप पढ़ के 9th में आया है एसएस में. ओके, टेक्टोनिक मूवमेंट से कभी कभी नेचुरल कैलिमिटी होती है और जो पूरा ज़मीन के अंदर चला जाता है और उसकी जो केमिकल प्रोसेस होती है उसमें से चीज़ें बनती है. सो ड्यू टू टेक्टोनिक मूवमेंट दिस वेजिटेशन वॉज buried in the interior. As a result, the trees contain carbon content and some animal underwent gradual combustion due to the internal heat and pressure. Due to this, vegetation was transformed into coal. So maybe your question, how the coal is formed? The answer is this. The period before about 25 crore years, known as Carboniferous period, during this the gradual combustion of tree took place and it led the formation of coal. Okay, and it takes many years. Okay, and coal is formed. इन शॉर्ट, अगर शॉर्ट में अगर याद रखना है तो ट्रीज और सारी चीज़ें ज़मीन के अंदर चली गई और सालों तक उसमें हीट और प्रेशर से एक प्रोसेस होती है और जिससे कोल फॉर्म होता है. Now next, uses of coal increased with द इन्वेंशन ऑफ स्टीम इंजन. ओके, आज हम जो रेलवे में जो इंजन देखते हैं वो तो मतलब कि डीजल से चलने वाले भी है और इलेक्ट्रिक भी इंजन है. पर सबसे पहले हमने स्टार्ट किया था मतलब कि कॉल का जो एक्चुअली स्टीम इंजन तो था ही, पर उसके बाद हमने कॉल उसमें यूज़ करके स्टार्ट किया था. यूज़ ऑफ कॉल इंक्रीज with the invention of steam engine. A means of transportation like railway, steamers are now easy to use. With the invention of electricity, coal become an important mineral for producing thermal electricity. Nowadays we are using electricity for engine, but still coal is useful for us because in India suppose so maximum electricity is generated from the coal, nothing else. Thermal power station जो है वो coal से ही चलते हैं. So that is the importance of coal. Some by-products are available from coal like coal tar, ammonia gas, then benzoyl and crude oil. So there are some by-products also उसके साथ की, तो याद रखना है. Maybe your question के which are side products, okay, the by-product of coal. So coal tar, ammonia gas, benzoyl and crude oil. It is available from stratified rock on the basis carbon. Coal can be divided into 4 types. Okay, this is a very important question. Okay, you have to keep this in mind. Coal can be divided into 4 types: anthracite coal, bituminous coal, lignite coal and peat coal. So there are 4 types of coal: anthracite, bituminous coal, lignite coal and peat coal. Okay, many times that question has been asked in exam also, board exam. Indian coal reserves, where we have coal reserves. Major states producing coal in India are Jharkhand, उड़ीसा, वेस्ट बंगाल, छत्तीसगढ़, मध्य प्रदेश, जम्मू कश्मीर. Beside Rajasthan, Tamil Nadu, Assam, Gujarat also produce coal. So that are the state where coal is available. Otherwise, coal is reserves. Then coal field of Gujarat located in Kutch, Bharuch, Mehsana, Bhavnagar, Surat. Lignite coal is available here. But which type of coal? Lignite coal is available here. Now then, after discussing about the coal, we are trying to understand about the mineral oil. It is also important in nowadays. It is found in stratified rock, strata containing limestone, shell, etc. In ancient time, animals and vegetation were buried the same way, buried in the interior of the earth and were converted into hydrocarbons. This form was in almost liquid form. कॉल का जो मटेरियल है वो सॉलिड फॉर्म है. यहाँ the form was in liquid form. Due to tectonic movements, the layer of these forms were gradually elevated towards the surface. Some of them went towards the sea floor, while some strata came up from the interior. कुछ मतलब कि ओशन के साइड चला गया, कुछ टोपोग्राफी अदरवाइज लैंड के एरिया में चला गया, जो लिक्विड फॉर्म हुआ वो. In 1866, first oil was dug in Assam to find out oil. Okay, in essence that is the main thing. Okay, in 1866, first oil well. Okay, oil well was dug in where? In Assam to find out oil. After mineral oil was obtained from Makkum in Assam. In 1867, more oil fields were also located in different part of India. Okay, and then the oil fields of India are divided into 5 zones. Okay, oil zones are divided into 5 zones. Oil fields of northeast, oil field of Gujarat, oil fields of Bombay High, oil fields of Eastern Coast, oil fields of Rajasthan. So there are 5 zones. Okay. Now we are discussing about oil field of Gujarat. After independence, oil was first struck in Lunage of Kheda. After independence, okay, Lunage of Kheda, now in Anand district, in 1958, okay, after independence. Thereafter oil was found in Ankleshwar, Mehsana, आपने देखा होगा, कलोल, नवागाम, कोसंबा, Sanand, Ahmedabad. That are the places where oil is available. मिनरल ऑयल रिफाइनिंग. अब आपको जैसे पता है कि जो ऑयल क्रूड ऑयल के फॉर्म में सब जाता है, जैसे क्रूड है उसको रिफाइन करना पड़ता है, फिर हम प्योर पेट्रोल प्योर डीजल ले सकते हैं. सो दैट थिंग हैपन ओवर हियर वेयर ऑयल रिफाइनिंग इज देयर. इन इंडिया रिफाइनरीज आर लोकेटेड Guwahati, then Barauni, Koyali, Kochi, Chennai, Mathura, Kolkata, and Haldia. Okay, there. What happened? You have to learn that the name. ये लेसन में ज़्यादा ये चीज़ें याद रखनी, कहाँ कहाँ चीज़ें है. The large oil refineries of the world is located at Jamnagar in Gujarat. Again, there is a very important question. The large oil refinery of the world is located in where? In Gujarat, in Jamnagar. Natural gas. Afterwards, natural gas. Natural gas is associated with mineral oil. It is separated from it. It is cheaper and considered to be non-pollutant source of energy. As we used to, okay, we are using, okay, CNG in our vehicles, and it is cheaper as well as there is less pollution. Otherwise, we can say non-pollutant source of the energy. The reserves of natural gas in our country are found in Khambat Basin, Kaveri Basin, and Jaisalmer, Rajasthan. Ankleshwar of Gujarat is considered to have largest natural gas reserve. Okay, Ankleshwar of Gujarat. Now student, non-conventional energy resources. Resources like coal or mineral oil are available in limited quantity. Attempts have started to conserve them for longer time. Okay, we cannot get in a short time. So attempts has been started by the government, okay, for reserving for long time. So we cannot say that now we do not use petrol, we do not use like that petroleum or otherwise minerals, but we try to think about other energy resources also, and we have already started. Wind energy, solar energy, biogas, tidal energy, and geothermal energy are included at alternate resource. As I told, if we use that energy among them, okay, wind energy, solar energy, biogas, tidal, and geothermal, so we can save petroleum and coal also. These resources, these are all renewable resources. Some identify them as inexhaustible resources. Okay, we can get back them. Many countries in the world have taken steps in direction. US, Russia, France, Canada, Australia, Netherlands, and Japan are advancing in this field effectively. In 1981, Commission for Additional Source of Energy. Again, I am keeping over line. In 1981, Commission for Additional Sources of Energy. So again, maybe short form can be asked, CASE. It means Commission for additional source of energy was established in India, and when in 1981 Gujarat Energy Development Agency GEDA, ओके, बहुत बार ये फॉर्म पूछे जाते हैं, तो व्हाट इज फुल फॉर्म ऑफ GEDA, गुजरात एनर्जी डेवलपमेंट एजेंसी इज वर्किंग इन दिस डायरेक्शन, और वही डायरेक्शन में गुजरात की GEDA एजेंसी काम कर रही है. Now, so what we have done? Solar energy. Okay, we have started thinking about solar energy. Sun is considered to be the main source of energy on the earth. Okay, it is visible during most of the day of the year. Just to take an example, तो sunlight बहुत मंथ तक easily available होता है. Then biosphere on the earth throbs due to solar energy. India has progressed well due to solar energy technology. Solar cooker is used for cooking, solar heater for heating the water, and solar panels are used to generate electricity. Okay, and nowadays you can see, okay, the use of the solar energy. Okay, maybe in surrounding you can find big panels of solar, and people, they are using solar energy at their home also, और वो बहुत चीपर भी है. आज GEB के साथ जो है हम एक सेट कर देते हैं, तो GEB वो जो हमारी प्रोड्यूस हुई एनर्जी जो है वो ले लेती है, सामने हमको इतने मतलब यूनिट के जो पैसे वो हमारे बिल में कट ऑफ देती है. तो आपने ये चीज़ें अगर आजू बाजू देखोगे तो कहीं ना कहीं देखने को मिल जाएगी. देन गुजरात स्टेट गेट मैक्सिमम सोलर एनर्जी इन इंडिया. GEDA, okay, गुजरात एनर्जी डेवलपमेंट एजेंसी हैज एस्टैब्लिश्ड अ सोलर कोल्ड स्टोरेज नियर छानी वडोदरा विथ अ कैपेसिटी ऑफ 10 टन्स. अब आप देख सकते हो, चलो कोल्ड स्टोरेज में तो बहुत इलेक्ट्रिसिटी, मतलब आप देखते हैं जो भी चीज़ है पोटैटो और सब को रखने के लिए वहाँ एनवायरनमेंट ठंडा रखना पड़ता है, कूल रखना पड़ता है. तो ये जगहों में भी हमने इलेक्ट्रिसिटी सोलार से जो एनर्जी मिलती है उसका यूज़ करना स्टार्ट किया, और एक एग्जांपल आपको ये याद रखना है वडोदरा का. देन टुडे सोलर पैनल्स आर फिक्स्ड टू प्रोवाइड स्ट्रीट लाइट इन दोज विलेज without electricity for irrigation, to the farm, and for television. As solar energy panel, as a solar energy plant has been installed at Madhopura near Bhuj in Gujarat for desalination of saline ocean water. Use of equipment working on solar energy is on increase in the country today. So nowadays we have started many uses, okay, for farm also, for domestic level, as well as also there is one example, okay, Madhopura near Bhuj, so where water, what's a cleaning for water, otherwise desalination of saline ocean water, we have started use of solar energy. Okay students, we are keeping this thing till here. Okay, then next wind energy and remaining we'll discuss in next video. Thank you and have a nice day. One other thing is this, I like to tell you, you have to write down textual exercise in your notebook. Okay, बड़े लॉन्ग क्वेश्चन नहीं लिखने, उसको आपको शॉर्ट करके आपको आपकी नोट में लिखना है, इसलिए जब रिवीजन करना हो तो आपको इजी समझ में आए और एक कर सको. थैंक यू, हैव अ नाइस डे.